So I didn't get a chance to do a midweek wrestling war review this week. I was so busy with everything, stuff like that. But I can go over a quick recap of things that happened because your boy Braun Breaker lost the NXT Championship to who? Dolph Ziggler. And here's the thing. Prime sent me like 19 memes saying what? And I was just like, well, I thought it was some NE shit. I was like, what happened? Who fell off the stage? What happened? And he was just like, Ziggler won the championship. Now, Q, y'all know I'm a Ziggler guy, right?
Yes, sir.
I could not be that mad. I was just like, wait a minute. Ziggler won the NXT championship? Well, go right ahead then, Ziggler.
On a developmental where we only accepting people in their 20s.
And I was just
we
like,
have a 40-year-old champion. That's fine.
I said, wait a minute. What the hell is Dolph Ziggler doing losing his championship to Braun Breaker of all people? And I know it was a triple threat match with Ciampa and all that stuff like that. But I was just like, yo, I was like taken aback by that shit in the first place. So did anybody actually see the match at all?
I did not, but people on Twitter were saying it was a banker. So
it was a damn good match, though, right?
Yeah, that's what people were saying.
Yeah. Look, honestly, when it's been coming to wrestling this week, they've been putting on some good shit this week. Honestly.
Yeah, they were saying Roman and McIntyre had a classic at the house show. Whatever recent house show they had.
I know it wasn't the MSG one. I know that.
It wasn't. But yeah, I should know. When that Joe said roadblock, I was like, oh, end of the line for Braun Breaker.
I think they just had him lose it just for him to win it back at the pay-per-view.
I don't know. He may be coming to the main roster, dude. You know? Yeah. So, but something that surprised me. So, Corey, Jade, and Raquel Gonzalez taking on Dakota Kai and Wendy Chu, right? So, what happened to you? What happened to your girls, Pry? I was like, wait a minute. This Wendy Chu, who is wrestling in a onesie, is getting over? I really hate her character. I
think she's like a female-ish Orange Cassidy, but I haven't watched. I have only seen like 2 gifs. I don't know how she is. I don't know.
Yeah, she's the most annoying thing. Like, honestly,
the gimmick is annoying, but like she be doing like some heavyweight type of moves, kind of.
It looks okay. It's like she do decent moves in a onesie, so it looks bad.
Honestly, just take the pajamas off.
It's really distracting. I'm just like, there are certain attires that I just don't like. Like, first of all, attires and gimmicks be bothering me. Like when Jack Gallagher back in the day would wrestle in a full like suit from
the suit.
England. I'm like, take that shit off. Like I don't like that. Like Vince got like those kind of characters type thing, and you wrestle the ones that like, how are you wrestling in she go out there with a fucking pillow and shit. Like, she just got up out of bed to wrestle. I'm like, this is not... No. I ain't liking this at all. Tiffany Stratton had a match, and I'm just like, okay, but she lost. I was just like, okay, well, good way to get this new girl over to the... I forgot who she was going up against. I don't know. I missed the whole Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes thing at the barbershop. I guess I want to see that. But I know y'all saw Lashing Out with Lash Legend with your girl on there, right?
Come on now. All natural.
Can somebody tell me what happened out on Lash Legend? Because
Legend, yo, she went straight to her butt. I'm like, God, all right, we just gonna walk out the front door. She ain't go straight to it, but we saw it coming. Talking about she got butt implants, and she told us something. This all natural. Blah blah blah. They setting up a little match for them.
Is she old enough to get implants? Is she like 20?
She's 22.
Oh, okay.
How old you gotta be to get implants?
I tried to be like 20. Like,
I don't know.
Oh no! Well, she said no. That's all natural. I'm just like, oh, we gonna do last session first. First of all, look, Nikita's all right. I mean, she's great to look at, obviously. But I'm saying, it's a tough part of wrestling wise here. Her versus Last Legend is not gonna make the Earth move. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
I mean, it could depending on what she will.
Yes, it will.
You know what? I can't. There was
the original rump shake.
Y'all call her the original. At 22, she's the original rump shake girl.
No, but I don't think she's like I mean, she's still green. Like, I don't think she know anything about wrestling before she got into so like.
I don't think so either. She like I said, she reminds me of like Anna and Nina from Tekken. Like, I don't know. She tries too hard with the karate thing, and it's just like, relax. We like you. You thick. Exactly. Like, you ain't got to do all that. Like,
and Last Legend is if Wendy Williams came out to wrestle. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So all this shit is terrible. And like I just seen Last Legend's last match he just had on. What was it? NXT like last week or 2 weeks ago. I was like, ooh.
That's where you go wrong at.
Say what?
That's where you go wrong at.
What? Watching her match?
You watching people that don't know how to wrestle? Yeah.
I'm watching the show to review it, so it's going to be. I can't just like that's what it was. But they had a last man standing match with LA Knight and Grayson Waller. So I heard that was pretty good.
I heard Grayson Waller did like a some type of move where he like jumped from the top to the announce table. He did like a double between the legs before he landed.
That's his signature joint. He did that at War Games. That the double between the legs elbow drop, which
he did
I think
that
is
through
clean.
The table.
He did that through the table.
No, he did this like he springboarded, jumped from the top to the announce table.
Yes,
I've never seen it.
He springboarded. Cause I'm watching the GIF right here. He springboarded. And then did the between the legs, the double between the legs elbow, through the table. And I was just like, that was dope. So Grayson Waller wins that one. LA Knight put him over. Please bring LA Knight to the main roster. The Kaylee Ray and Io Shirai versus Case Cat Zero and Kaden Carter.
As soon as I pick them, they lose.
As soon as Prime picked them.
But I was just like, because remember, Prime still, he as I'm looking at his list, because as he picked them up, but he still got. No, you're right. I was scared for him for a minute. I thought he still had Raquel Gonzalez. I was like, thank God you don't.
Nope, he dropped.
He dropped Gawase because she lost this week too. And I expect them to lose that. But yeah, they lost that matchup. But I mean, they had a good matchup. But Io Shirai, Kaylee Ray won. Then they had NXT Tag Team Championships, Imperium taking on MSK. So you already know, MSK and Imperium, they're gonna have a good matchup. But I heard it went to a no contest. The Creed brothers came out there and demolished both of them because they need to get that. And of course, the triple threat matchup between Ciampa, Ziggler, and Braun Breaker. Heard that was good. I mean, and Ziggler wins the championship. So, wow, just wow. So, like I said, I think Braun Breaker may be making his way up there. You don't think so, Brian?
It's kind of early for him, but
it is early because he only been wrestling for like 6 months. But I do think he will. I think he will win it back and then go to the main roster with the title.
Wait, so, whoa! You talk about some Karrion Kross stuff?
Well, he ain't gonna be losing. I'm telling you that. Vince definitely like
you know what? You know what's funny?
More than Karrion Kross.
You said the same shit about Karrion Kross last year.
But I didn't never say Vince liked Karrion Kross.
No, fair. I will give you that. But you said Karrion Kross ain't gonna be losing. I said, hey, the first night he lost to Jeff Hardy. I was like, of all people that time.
This is different though, because Karrion Kross was in the Triple H. I feel like Karrion Kross is in the Triple H still NXT. We know Vince tried his hardest to bury that, but I almost said Rex. Braun Breaker is like his original guy. So I feel like he would want to push his original guy to say, yeah, look what I can do, rather than push Triple H's guys.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, but if he goes up with the NXT title, he eventually has to lose it again, because you can't stay up there with the NXT title. So you might as well just give it to Dolph now.
But Dolph is on the main roster too.
He is.
It's a very weird dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I can't get mad that it is.
Yeah. But I mean, you're not gonna have Braun Breaker lose 2 times in a row. So it's either you give it to him, and then he come up, and then he either vacated, say I don't want this trash no more, or something, or he just is a fighting champion on both brands. No.
My man said,
I mean,
Shane Douglas destroy. He go, how you go NXT 2.0 and you go just Shane Douglas this thing? He said, bro,
I will say, like, Braun Breaker is actually a formidable guy that you made on NXT. How'd you take him from your NXT so quickly?
I agree.
I mean, I know
NXT
is his developmental, but it's like,
first of all, I wouldn't have him lost a championship right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, especially the Dolph.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. You ain't got to disrespect Dolph like that. Was it? But
I'm saying you say they said NXT was for developmental and for like people in their 20s. So Dolph just don't fit that mold at all, like
because
whatsoever.
I mean, this was Dolph 2009. Yeah, but no, not now.
I still say in their 20s.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree with you 1,000% on that. And like I said, I hope Carmelo Hayes ain't gonna lose this shit in this ladder match neither. So
now, if Carmelo Hayes lose, I think he would go and be elevated to the world title picture.
Yeah.
So maybe he should lose.
Melo and Trick Williams, baby.
So maybe he could do that. Maybe they might just do that. I mean, maybe they might have Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes. I would actually want to see that. So maybe, I don't know.
I think that'd be dope too.
That'd be a good match.
It would be a good match. Hey, what the hell happened to Odyssey Jones?
He got injured for like a few months. He's gonna be out for like a few months.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's a conspiracy. All the black heavyweights is getting injured, man.
Nah, he been injured for a while, but they like haven't announced it or said anything.
I was sitting there like, yo, they was pushing this man to the moon at one point. But I was like, but whatever happened to Odyssey Jones? You know what I'm saying? Like the last I fully see Odyssey Jones was the Dexter Lumis wedding, which was gold, by the way. But then on Dynamite, the next night, I did get to see a little bit of Dynamite. Chris Jericho, Eddie Kingston had a promo, which was actually a really good one. Eddie Kingston got kind of emotional and shut up a heckler in the audience because he was just like I was really thinking if I couldn't win the big one, but somebody came to me and said you inspired me after that article you wrote. He said I'm doing this for them, and he said. I didn't come out here because I was expecting you to shake my hand because Chris Jericho said, if you win the big one, I'll shake your hand. But he didn't. And he just said, well, I will, shake your hand now. And then, so basically, he was like, okay. But here come Daniel Garcia in 2.0. And they come down there and they start attacking both of them. And then Santana and Ortiz come down, obviously, to come help them out. But then, it's a swerve. Because they start attacking, Santana, 2.0 and Daniel Garcia team up with Jericho. They start beating down Kingston and Santana Ortiz. And here come Jake Hager. He was like, I'm confused about what to do. And then he turns heel. So they just do an Inner Circle 2.0. And they call it the worst name out of a group that you can have. What do they call it? This is the Jericho Appreciation Society. What?
I think that's on purpose.
In which way? So they can call it the JAS?
No, I think it's a bad name on purpose.
Okay. I mean,
have you been seeing the stuff Jericho been trying to get trending lately?
No.
He's been trying to get GFY trending. He's been trying to get sports entertainer trending. He filed for trademarks on both of them.
Why?
Oh,
And
wow.
people was like, GFY is bad. So I guess people keep saying GFY is bad, is a bad, like, he keep trying to get it over. So I think it's gonna be bad until he gets it over. Like, he wants to be challenged with like bad names.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like he's doing. So
I mean, that's what a lot of things Jericho would do. But
they definitely could have just called it Inner Circle 2.0 because
y'all have 2.0 in
Yes.
the tag team name.
yeah. So
I was just like, y'all really could have said Inner Circle 2.0 because you have 2.0 in the fucking team name with the team all fucking ready. So I was like, okay. I didn't say he wants to try to get a bad thing over, but I'm just like, all right. So now we're doing the whole shit again with Jericho's Inner Circle type thing like that. Well, Hangman Page, took on Dante Martin in a actually good matchup. And they had a great sequence at the end but I forgot how it went, but you just gotta go back, watch like the last 3 to 2 minutes of the matchup. But he does win with a buckshot lariat. And he calls Dante back to the ring and says, I know you're back with the tag team. I know your brother's back, but I do want to know that you've been one of the toughest SOBs that I had a match with. But Adam Cole comes out, and Adam Cole's just like, screw all this. We're gonna do a 6-man tag match. It's gonna be me and 2 of my very best friends against. See if you can find any 2 friends, for you. And obviously, Adam Cole's gonna pick Red Dragon over the Young Bucks because we have a whole thing going on. Yeah, but we don't know who Adam Page is gonna pick because the Dark Order doesn't seem like they want to bang with Adam Page. I was like, I have not been watching BTE. So
what?
Say what?
No, that's not what happened.
What did Adam Page go back and say, hey, he was looking for 2 members, and he was like, "Yo, we got things to do."
No, he stood them up, and they tried to act like they wasn't hurt.
Oh my god! See, I hate the Dark Order.
No, because they was like, all right, so which one of us are you gonna pick? Are you gonna pick, like Anna and Alex or whatever? He was like, no, I actually picked the Jungle Express. And they was like, oh, we had something to do anyway. And he was like, sorry. And then they just kind of walked off. That was it.
Oh, see, okay, I missed that part. I did miss that part. Here's first of all, Prime knows, but Q, I'm gonna say this in my Christopher Daniels voice. Dark Order sucks. I can't stand the best thing that happened. The best thing that ever happened to the Dark Order is dead. Dead serious.
Oh shit. Relax, man. Relax.
The best thing that happened to the Dark Order.
Peace to a real one, man. Relax.
The best thing that happened to the Dark Order unfortunately passed away. That was the best thing that happened to the Dark Order. Other than this shit sucks, okay? And unless they get Bray Wyatt in there, or unless they get some other kind of character to help fix this shit, the Dark Order is probably, in my personal opinion, one of, not the worst, but one of the worst teams in AEW. I can't stand the Dark Order. But people will fight me on that. William Regal is here with Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley. They are now, I don't know if they're a team or not, but Regal cut a passionate promo. I didn't get a chance to see all the promo. So
I thought the promo was funny, honestly.
Wow. So what happened other than him, being thankful to Tony Schiavone?
He was like, he's like Bryan Danielson. He's the perfect wrestler. He's the wrestler I wish I would have been. He's in perfect condition. He's great. He does all these things great. And he looks at Moxley. He's like, "How you doing?" Anyways, this team is going to be good. Pretty much. That's pretty much how it went. It's like he gave this whole spiel to about Danielson, and then he told Moxley, he's like, "Me and you fought 11 years ago," and that was it. So. Yeah. That was all Regal said. And then he was like, oh, okay. You're either going to get... And then he said something about, hey, you're not where you're going to get stumped on. Something like that is how the gist of it went. So, yeah. Got a good promo. It was kind of long, but he got a good promo.
It actually was kind of long because he actually went on social media and said, I apologize for being so long. And I was like, Regal being a man's man, you know what I'm saying? And he had to go clarify that he wasn't dying, because everybody after that promo,
people was talking about he was dying and stuff like that.
Yeah, because he's gonna be able to talk with Jericho, and he's talking about some health issues that happened back in 2018. But he was just like, everybody was like, "Oh my God, Regal dying," for how he talking. I was just like, y'all need to calm down.
You know, Regal is not that old like people think he is. People be thinking Regal is like in his 60s. I'm like, he's only like what, 51? 52?
I don't think he's 51, but
he's like 52 or 53.
I know we have phones here. Can somebody go? Can you look that up for us?
Yeah.
Pac takes on Will Utah. He made him tap out.
He's 53.
53. Okay, yeah. I'm about to say, because him and Triple H was like, you know, the same age when they was wrestling WCW, so he just got that old look to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then he had that you know, drug problem, obviously, so you know they probably add on some years to it also. But FTR backstage, he had all that stuff like that. But let's get to the emergency board meeting of the AHFO, where Big Money Matt come out there and they said they ain't producing nothing. They ain't got an office, a stairwell, all that bullshit like that. And everybody started to turn on Matt Hardy. So all of a sudden, Private Party, thank God, puts their thumbs down behind Matt Hardy, and they start beating his ass.
I already knew what this was going to be. As soon as he said, everybody put your thumbs up, I was like, oh, it's going to be a Batista.
It's going to be, exactly.
We knew it.
Or Evolution Day, however you want to say it. So, They did that, and then they started beating down Matt. So here comes Darby and Sting.
See, they got everybody, I think, because I think everybody was speculating that Jeff was going to come out. When Darby and Sting came out, that kind of threw something in there. Yeah.
And then so Darby and Sting come out, and they come out there to get their ass whooped. Because it's like, you got Andrade, and you got, you know, Butcher and the Blade, you got Private Party, so they're kind of outnumbering everybody here. And then you hear the old Hardy Boys music, the doom, doom, doom. Here comes Jeff Hardy. But wait a minute. Jeff pulls a Rhea Ripley. Kind of. As he's running down, so Matt getting stomped out, Sting getting stomped out, Darby getting stomped out.
This man said he don't care. He got a party, man.
Jeff comes down the middle of the ring. Jeff comes, he stopped, faced the crowd. He do his shit to this side of the crowd. He turned, he do his shit to this side of the crowd. And then he runs down to go help out Matt, and then take everybody out.
Dance his life.
What you say?
Dance his life. What you thought?
He comes, and then he beats everybody down, gets the swanton to the Blade, and the Blade took all of that. And then Darby looks shocked, and then it's like, oh, Jeff Hardy's back. But when I say they was on point with the memes this week about Jeff dancing as his brother gets stomped out was hilarious. The one Prime sent me about with Leon Lonnie Love from Martin had me dying. That
was the funniest one to me too. And there was another one where like a girl was coming down to church or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what black event that was.
No, it was the girl was dancing in her high school. I think that's the one. That's the Philly High joint. Yeah,
something like that.
She was going on our hardest shit with the Hardy Boys music playing in the background.
The one with Lonnie Love, just.
But you know what? The cake. That Leon I love because first of all, that scene's already funny already.
Yeah,
but when you put the context that Jeff Hardy was dancing, instead of going out there and doing what she's supposed to do, that's what made it even funnier.
And then what made it funnier is that Matt on Twitch kind of recreated it. He was like, I've seen all the people talk about the memes, so I'm going to do it myself. Imagine if Jeff is getting beat up, right? And then I got to come to save him. And he started doing the Jeff Hardy thing. He's like, I'm coming, Jeff. I'm coming. just let me dance for 20 minutes first. I'll let you get beat up. You're getting stomped out, choked to death. It's cool. You can come back. You're struggling to death. You can die. And he just kept doing that. I was like, that's kind of funny, though.
It was. But I'm glad they could joke about it. But I had to show. So you know I had to show Lady Sketch, right? I was just like, yo, you missing all the memes. Because he catch up on the social media stuff before I do. But I had that Leon Lonnie Love joint on loop. Where Prime said that joint to me for like 20 minutes straight. Because I could watch that clip over and over again and still get the same laugh. Over and over again. and homegirl coming down hard as shit at that high school. I was just like, with the Hardy. Don't say it to you again, Pride. Don't. Because I'll tell you that joke. Okay, one time. Oh no, okay. This is the one with Matt doing it.
Do the jump one. Run, run, dance around.
I'm gonna save you soon, Jim.
That's fucked up. Q, I know it's funny too, but seeing that shit live in person.
Yeah.
I mean, not live in person. Like seeing it on TV, I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is Jeff?" It's kind of like when who was getting beat down when Rhea Ripley was coming out there to save her, but she did her whole stomp entrance first.
Bianca.
Yeah, okay. Bianca Belair was getting her ass beat.
Because Charlotte had put her foot in the chair and stomped on it already. So
yeah. And Rhea Ripley is coming in to help Bianca Belair because her and Charlotte had a feud. But instead of Rhea running down there, she come out there and do the whole stomp, bah, pose, and then goes down. I said, who does this to save somebody?
Hilarious.
Who does this? Probably you can find that clip too, because probably the clip finder. But I was like, yo, yeah, send that shit to Q. Then we do an interview with Wardlow in the match, and I was just like, so now he said he's done with MJF and he wants out of his quotation contract, and I was like, I know MJF is not going to grant this, but I thought it was going to kind of end this joint a different way. But I really think I have speculation of how this thing is going to end. To be honest with you, QT Marshall was backstage with Keith Lee, and I was just like, Keith Lee, don't waste your time. Not on QT Marshall. We have an AEW World Tag Team Championship match. The Jurassic Express take on the Acclaim. Just to put on a good matchup, but Jurassic Express win. And then we have a Women's Championship Eliminator matchup. Layla Hirsch, legit Layla Hirsch, taking on Thunder Rosa. And then Thunder Rosa finished off Layla Hirsch with the Fire Thunder Driver and won the matchup. And then we have, for the main event, you did send us into one with Q, right? Okay. So he can take a look at that.
Yeah, let me go see it.
The TNT champion, Sammy Cavar, taking on Scorpio Sky. So, Prime, was this supposed to be a no disqualification match?
I'm not sure, but I think it was, because I remember they were saying something about it at the pay-per-view, but I wasn't paying attention, that's all.
Because what was up with the table?
Was that the only spot?
That's because Sammy put out the table. And then
She's taking her sweet time down this ramp. Get in the ring. Charlotte already did what she needed to do. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much she done already broke her ankle in the sense of a storyline. So I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll take my time now since she done already did it.
I'm out of here. She bugging out, man.
Oh, that's why it's so funny. But Sammy sets up Scorpio Sky on the table, and he does a 630 from the top rope to the outside and crash and burns.
Is that the only spot that they did?
Say what?
Is that the only spot that they did?
I think so.
Oh, well then, yeah, okay, that's okay then.
Okay. Well,
and then especially they probably could have been DQ, but I guess since it didn't work out and Sammy crashed, the ref probably just they explained that it's ref discretion, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
So if the ref, depending on the character of the ref, depending on if that spot is allowed, if they're going to try to stop it or not. That's how I took from when they explained the discretion of the ref. So that's what I took from it.
There was a lot of interference here. I mean, Anna Page came out, Dan Lambert came out. Ty Conti came out to actually take down Ethan Page off the apron. Then Paige Van Zandt came down and just speared Ty Conti and threw her into the steel steps, which got Sammy distracted. and Scorpio Sky hit him with the TKO and won, and he is the new TNT champion. And I'm happy for Scorpio Sky. I really am. And at first,
are you?
Yeah. First of all, I want Scorpio Sky to win this last year.
Well, hey, I hope. Yeah. Well, we'll wait till Wednesday to see what happens.
This is what I think. I don't think Wardlow's going to win the championship. I think MJ, the way that promo was like, let me out my contract. I think MJF going to screw him over.
And then put him out the contract.
I think he's going to screw him over because I don't think Scorpio Sky is a transitional champion to just so Wardlow could beat somebody.
I mean, all I'm saying is, if you were to have Wardlow win the championship, all I'm saying is, if you were to have him win the championship, you wouldn't have him win it against Sammy Cavar because Sammy is a face. You would have him winning against a heel.
I agree with you on that.
But also, if Scorpio Sky is to keep it, I don't want to see a Scorpio Sky and Sammy feud with Paige Van Zandt and Ty Conti. I don't want to see that. So I think they're going to get the title off of them and maybe try to have Wardlow and MJF fight for the title. I don't know. But all I'm saying is it would make sense for them to take it off of Sammy and put it on Scorpio Sky if Wardlow's going to win, because they did say Sky has not been pinned in 360 something days. So that's all I'm saying.
I mean, he only wrestled 28 days out of that, right? So it's easy.
I mean, he could have been got pinned though.
Fair.